Hello, viewers. This is the Triple A group here to interview lynkafrika. As a business, we aren't inviting any viewers today, so we can really focus on lynkafrika. Help us share, like, and subscribe on YouTube. Today we have Rita and Johnson here. Say hi, guys.
Hello. How is everybody doing today? Like our interviewer says, this is lynkafrika.
lynkafrika.
lynkafrika. That's the voice you hear, right? Yes, we are here to be interviewed. Interviewer, of course, is on the other side of the camera because we are trying to, make ends meet here. So you might not be seeing her face, but she's here to ask us some questions, and we're excited. We are being interviewed by the AAA group of companies. Hello. So she'll be asking us some questions. Like she said, we will not be admitting anybody into this interview today because we really want to focus on what lynkafrika is and what lynkafrika is proposing to add to the business world to improve, businesses, that needs to link together. As the name says, lynkafrika. So I have my co-founder here. This is my husband. Your name is?
Johnson.
Yeah. And as you know, guys, I am Rita. And there is no time I am not excited to talk about business. If you are going to go on the internet, it's good to be doing it with a purpose. And so we are here with a purpose today to tell you what lynkafrika is all about. So stay tuned as our host and interviewer come up with the questions.
I think she already came up with the first question. What is lynkafrika all about?
Okay.
Basically, lynkafrika is what it says. It links. And what does it mean to link? To, put one dot to the other. I don't want to use a word to define itself. lynkafrika is a for-profit organization that's based here in Florida, South Florida, USA. And we are at the core of what we do. And when I say at the core of what we do, we try to link, to connect, to create strategic partnerships, business relationships, and the rest of them. Africa comprises 55 countries. And beyond those 55 countries are spread, opportunities that are waiting to be tapped. So lynkafrika is that vehicle that's looking forward to trading on uncharted terrains. And basically, what are we trying to achieve here? Since it's a for-profit organization, it's something that you and I will benefit from.
Yeah.
And we're talking about creating generational wealth.
Yes.
And basically, how does this come about? We've been attending conferences, economic summits, and all that, and we've discovered there are so many hidden treasure troves that are untapped in Africa.
Yes.
And we are able to get boots on the ground that know the economics, the rudimentaries of trading in Africa. I just want to diffuse a kind of misconception about lynkafrika. lynkafrika goes beyond just walking the streets of Africa and saying this is lynkafrika, and you hear that clarion call. Are you interviewing people that are going about their daily businesses?
Just introducing what lynkafrika is all about.
Yeah, we have the media aspect of lynkafrika and the business aspect of lynkafrika. So we want to be able to connect, identify business connections or business entities and, connect them. People are saying, oh, I want to go to Africa to trade. I want to go do business. I hear of the diamonds in the Central Republic of Africa. I hear of the cocoa. I hear of gold.
Do you have diamonds to sell? We're looking for it. We want to connect you to the buyers. Let us know.
So there are lots of intricacies, we have to be able to get the right sets of human beings, the right sets of organizations or entities that will be able to connect and do legit business, not just swindle or do the Yahoo thing. No, this is very, very clean business. And we've been able to reach out to a number of companies, and we are really looking at the big fish that has a UAM, that's an assets under management of about 2.3 billion.
Oh wow!
Assets under management. So we are talking real business here. We want to be able to go to the hinterlands. We want to be able to go to the village of Lankpese or Ososo, Bukuma or Kwale. I mean, wherever in the world, whether they produce rice, they do whatever they do, to be able to expose them, to showcase them, to link them to the right sets of human beings that will, further their business, that will bring them to light and create that wealth generationally. You've been hearing of S.C. Johnson Family Company. They are close to a century old. They started the way Link Africa is starting.
Yeah.
We want to be able to create this generational wealth, not like you inheriting something from your dad you didn't work for. We want to look at young people, at the age of 13, 14, 15, becoming entrepreneurs, billionaires, millionaires. We can do this. Sorry, I'm talking too much, but I'm a little excited because we have a lot of things to harness. But it's not going to be a one-part interview. Maybe we'll go to several parts to expound on our mission, our vision, and our core strategies on how to go about the opportunities that abound and the weaknesses that also are available for us to prey upon in order to create wealth for ourselves, for future generation, and the diasporic experience.
Wow, listen, I'm just sitting down here, right, just listening to the brain. This is the brain of Link Africa. Listen, I am the voice, the loudspeaker of Link Africa. And there was something he touched that excited me. He said untapped talent, untapped, ideas. Africans have been in there, I would say in Africa, without the proper link to the international world. And we have lived here for a while now, and we see the need for it now because the world is now reaching back to Africa, yes. But they are not reaching back with the help that is needed, and that is where Link Africa comes in. So if you're in Africa and you want to link with the United States, link us. That's what Link Africa is about. And if you're in America, you want to link up with, Africa, link us with Link Africa. That is where Link Africa came in. Now, Link Africa is spelled Lynk. Africa with a K. It's one word. Otega, I'm so excited that you're watching us today. Yes, this is a doctor friend of mine that I've known for so long. She's going into her own business. Very soon you will see Link Africa covering her business.
Absolutely.
Because she'll be opening up her business. Listen, businesses are out there. And as people, we need to learn how to support ourselves and promote our businesses. We're waiting for the big exposition. But if we start little, we'll get there, Ortega, we'll get there. So I don't know if we have answered the question.
Before we go to the next question, I just want to expand on what you just briefly talked about. Yeah. Link Africa really has a very deep core base. We try to forge strategic partnerships, global collaborations, networking with investors and funding opportunities. Because Africa has 55 countries, we are not just talking about Nigeria alone because we are Nigerians. We are talking about the diasporic experience. Like Peter Touch said, no matter where you come from, as long as you're a black man, I'm not talking in terms of gender, cutting across the board, you are an African. So if your dad is Caucasian and you are married to an African somewhere in Suriname or wherever, you have that tinge, you have that shade, you have that hue. So we want to be inclusive. We are not just saying it's just for the black Africans. You may be even white and you have that strategic partnership to convey to Africa.
Of course,
definitely
white, Chinese,
welcome on board.
Everybody's in Africa now.
Yeah.
Everybody is in Africa now trying to tap the wealth of Africa. So guess what? We're not just reaching out to black people, we are reaching out to anyone who is interested on the continent of Africa. Anyone who wants to go and do business, and do business to help, not just do business to exploit, but do business to actually help, people back there. So we are going to micro businesses, especially, of course, we're going to do business with big people, but we want to be able to, expose smaller talents. Look, there are talents, there are too many talents in all over the world that needs to be enhanced.
Okay,
Enhanced.
and also harness, matter of fact. And talking about talents, there is a lot of competition out there. So you have to bring very, very strong innovation. Talking about, I can maybe manufacture a drone. What do drones do? They fly up, they take aerial photographies. But I hear of a 17 or 22-year-old African American and young man. He was able to manufacture a drone that would be able to go deep in a valley. Maybe wow. Somebody's vehicle falls or accidentally goes in the depth of that valley. That drone is able to go there and shatter the glass in order to open up the place for the person to survive. So what am I trying to convey here? We are talking about strong innovation. You want to think out of the box. You want to be able to bring what are the arsenals you have in your toolbox. How can you harness them to bring about something remarkable, something that will bring about change for future generations? I don't want to talk too much. Like I first said, I'm so excited. I'm giving it over to our interviewer, Miss Daisy. I'm so sorry. Forgive my talkativeness.
Hey. Thank you, Rita and Johnson, for the extensive answer to the first question. Moving on to the second. What is your business model exactly?
Okay, our business model is entrenched in our core value. And what's our core value? To connect.
Yeah.
We are looking at the definition of the word link at its rudimentary stage. It is just to link one dot. Like I first said, I don't want to define a word itself, by itself. It's just to touch one point to the other and create that spark. That's what our core values.
I like that definition. Create one point to the other and cause a spark.
That's
and the
it.
Spark
creates a wildfire.
Ooh,
That's right.
That's a good one. I'll steal that. Hey, nobody steal that, because guess what? My brain here, look up. This is my husband. My brain here just said what Link Africa is about. Connecting two dots together to create a spark. I wish I had a life.
By the way, I'm the muscle and she's the brain.
Oh!
She's the machine that moves me. She's the machine that moves me.
Guess what?
I'm just the muscle.
Listen, I have to move him today. Aren't you surprised that you're sitting here with me today?
I do a lot of back end stuffs. I move the engine without showing my face. Even this little lady interviewing us, we all move the engine. And she's the loud mouth that does all the talk, all the,
I do all the talking.
all the talk tracks and all the chatbots, and so forth. Well, what is the next question, madam?
Okay, our next question would be, who are you proposing to serve with your services?
I think in my opening, in my introduction, we talked about, Africa to the world to Africa. But it goes beyond Africa. We are serving the world. It's just like looking at Link Africa as a global village. What's a global village? A global village is simply the world.
Everywhere.
In a spot.
Yes.
And it's like a melting pot.
Yeah.
Just like they say, Florida is the gateway to the Americas. You can go to the Bahamas, 45 minutes from Florida. You can go to Central America, that comprises the Southern American countries like Colombia, Guatemala, and the rest of them. Less than a couple of hours, they bring in things and all that. So we are looking at Link Africa as that spot that connects. You have the I don't know if you see this graphic of you have like a hotspot and then you have arrows pointing to the globe.
Yes,
this
the
part of the
different
globe,
part of
that
different part of the
globe.
world.
So
Yes.
in answer to your question, who are we trying to serve?
Everyone.
Everyone, especially those with that have the African base, that have the African root. It does not mean we are going to exclude others, because we are trying to create that generational wealth for Africans and people of African diaspora.
Yes. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
I understand that you've recently partnered with an app called Send, a money sending app that you can send to many places in the world. Is there any ongoing promotions, and if so, what are they?
Okay. Listen, have you heard of Send? Hi, Doc. Dr. Melinda is watching us. Okay. Have you heard of Send? Thank you, my viewers, for coming to watch us today, right? Send is an app that is used to send money all over the world. And they found out about lynkafrika, and they are excited about what we are doing. And this is our first connection. And they have chosen us to represent them, to tell, their services, and to link people to their services. Now, Send is used to send money all over the world, like I said. And right now, they have a promotion that is going on, that if you use the promotional word Link Africa, and Link Africa, like I said, is spelled Lynk, Africa with a K is one word. I'm going to be posting it. I have it on the site, so if you see it, if you use it, they will give you a $10 for the first time for sending. So the first time you use Send, if you use the promo Link Africa, you get a $10 reward for sending money anywhere that Send sends money to, right?
Okay, let me just quickly cut her. Talking about anywhere Send sends money to, we have a number of countries from which you can send money from. Like it's not only the United States. You have like Belgium, France. If you have loved ones in those countries, Germany, Italy, Netherlands, Spain, UK, Canada, Portugal, and of course the United States, use the promo code for first timers LYNKAFRIKA, one word, Link Africa, as a promo code, and you're going to get a $10 discount. And something new has come up, like the interviewer said, put in after your first time remittance, you can also do the 2024 promo code, which will further give you another $10 discount.
Wow. Is it not exciting that, as people who send money, we know that whenever we are sending money, sometimes we even have to pay for the services of sending money. But Send is a new app that has come to reward people for sending money. Listen, they are rewarding you for sending money for the first time if you use the code Link Africa. And then they just open a window for everyone that uses Send. So if you're out there and you say, oh, I already said I'm using Send, I cannot use the promo code Link Africa, because that promo code comes with first-time users. If you have been using Send, guess what? Send just created a promotion for the new year. If you use the promo code 2024, you get another $10. Tell me, what company out there gives you money for sending money? Most people will take money from you for that service, but Send is not doing that. So that is a business that saw what Link Africa is trying to do and said, guess what? We are excited about what you are doing, and we want to use you, to represent us. And in so doing also, of course, we are getting something. That is one business that we are getting something from. So if you are out there and you've never, heard about Send, it's an app that you download in your phone. You download the app. It's just like you have the Buzz Resolution, the Send Wave, the World Remit. Send is a new app that is used to send money all over the world. And my husband just mentioned the countries, about 10 countries that you can send from. But when you are sending from those countries, it will ask you what country are you sending to. If you put the name on, it will show you all the lists. There are so many countries that you can send money to. So it's not just those 9 countries, those 10 countries. Those 10 countries are countries you can send from, but you can send to so many other countries. So tap send is what it is, and that is what we are talking about. What Link Africa does. We're linking businesses, linking people. Come join us.
Yeah, and talking about linking businesses, we are talking about products and services.
Yes.
It's not about tangible items to purchase, to expand, to grow on. We are also talking about services. We have people that are so interested in going to the motherland. Some people have it on their bucket list that before I die, please, I want to kiss that ground. I want to be able to scoop that red earth from Africa, wherever it is. And people generally have this ideation or idea of Africa being just a safari place. Coming to the US for the first time, they were like, back in Africa, did you have
lions?
Did you have lions chasing you down the street and things like that? But guess what? When you watch these movies and you see things that happen in Africa, if you are blindfolded and you fall in the streets of somewhere in Rwanda or somewhere in Lesotho or somewhere in Lagos, it will blow your mind how technologically advanced these people are. So there are people who want to go to Africa, and we have companies, organizations that transport or fare people down to Africa, trustworthy, because we are talking about boots on the ground that know the terrain. And we want to be able to link those people so you are in safe hands. And as you travel, you are going to have a package. You go there, you do your business, you link. And Link Africa also connects with trade missions.
Yeah.
We are looking at
going on a
trade mission
Yeah.
sometime next year. God
in July next year.
Yeah.
We'll be going to some other countries. So look out for all the events that Link Africa has. Like I said, we are linking anything that has to do with ideas, businesses, country to country, food to food. Like you will see on the streets of Lagos very soon. We'll be bringing the street food in Lagos. We want everybody to see what Africa is about, so that whatever misconstrued information you have about Africa, Link Africa, is here to correct it, to show you more about what Africa is all about. And guess what? People in Africa are looking at what the international world is all about too. So that is the link we're talking about. So our interviewer, do you have more questions for us today?
No, that would be it. It was a pleasure interviewing you today. As you can see, they love interviewing businesses, and if you'd like to be promoted, send them a message on Facebook or their Gmail, which is lynkafrika, but link is spelled with a Y and Africa is spelled with a K, at gmail.com. Have a blessed new year, and we'll be touching 2024 in the next 48 hours. Good night, and this is the AAA group.
Yes, this is the AAA group. But I need to add this to this. My interviewer did add this quickly. Now, there's a program that is coming up on January the 6th. It's with the MI4 Fashion Design House in Pembroke, over here in Florida. And Link Africa will be there promoting the Tap Send app. It's coming up on the 6th of January at 6:30. I already posted the flyer. The fashion house is called MI4. They are doing a very wonderful job. They are showcasing African fashion. You can come and join us on that day. I think the ticket is $30. If you buy your ticket early, if you don't buy it early, I think it's $35 on at the gate. I need you to come and join us so you can see some African fashion. She's also
authentic African prints, not China.
not China.
Direct from the motherland.
And listen, she also advertises that you're going to be tasting some African dishes. So MI4, will be there to serve us that day. Come and join to be a fun day. That is January 6th at 6:30. Link Africa will be there, also talking about the tap set. But we are so grateful this evening that you joined us to understand what Link Africa is all about. Otega, we are grateful you have been on watching us. Dr. Belinda, we thank you for joining us. This is our pastor listening to us this evening. So we thank you. We know she's praying for us and our business. So if that will be all, I don't know what Mr. Johnson has to say to close us up.
Just a quick recap. Link Africa, linking Africa to the world and the world to Africa, connecting dots to create a spark that goes into a wildfire for business opportunities that will create generational wealth.
We're sparking. Link Africa.
Link Africa.
Link
That's
Africa.
the voice.
Bye.
Thank you.